mano Kunihi kama ho mauna lahi lahi Ho maha kui kawai lua lua le ana nua nui ke kamakahalai pauku ia me ka ahihi I hohi no na uno o ko u kuleana paano ia he ike haole he lulu lima ke aloha e au ke kilohana ke konana kamali e holi ano ko halai maui nei e nana nai kamakani he lau awo ai pi o ai manu he lua kuona puua peli ai ai o puua awa o puuna hulu o pili no me kalahiki o lai Ike ia kamotu nui lau Hawaii ike kaung nei Hawaii iluna me he lupe ala Ka lele oni ke po o ka ainana pele akula ka makale hua haku kele akula nui ka uala o I kua ka malamae he ike haole he lulu lima ke aloha
The opening pule will be offered by Senior Logan Lau. He is the son of Dr. Lindsay and Lisa Lau, Noho'oia ma Aina Haina o Ahu.
Please rise for pule. E ho'omalu kākou. E ke akua manaloa, we humbly gather here before you on this momentous occasion to celebrate our beloved Kamehameha musical legacy, Olamau o Kamehameha. This evening, through the voices of our haumana and the songs of the past, may we honor and commemorate our kupuna and kumu who have paved the way for us to stand here today. As we embark on this rich musical journey through history, may your blessing be upon us, and may we honor your presence with the harmonies of our voices. I pray your light shines on all those participating tonight, and that we may perpetuate the songs which encapsulate the beauty of our culture and language through sharing them with our family, friends, and those all around the world tuning in. Let our voices resound with dignity and pride, filling the atmosphere with the elegance and strength of 102 years of this beautiful tradition. E ke akua, we thank you for allowing us this opportunity during such challenging times, and may you bless everyone here and deliver them home safely once our time has concluded. O kama ko leo pule keia makai noa o kao keiki hiba hiba o Yesu Christo, a peinei ho'i ka pule au ia o mai ai a mako. E koma ko makua I loko o kalani. E ho ano ia ko inoa. E hiki mai ko au puni. E mālama ia ko make make maka honua nei. He like me ia I mālama ia makalani la. E haawi mai a mako I ke ia la. I aina mako no nei ia la. E kala mai ho'i a mako I kama ko lawe hala ana. Me mako e kala nei I ka poe I lawe hala I ka mako. Mai ho ku'ua e a mako I ka ho vale vale ia mai. E ho o pakele no na e a mako I ka ino. No ka mea, no ke aupuni. A me ka mana, a me ka ho'onani ia a maolo aku. Amene.
Senior Isabella Poi Poi will lead everyone in Ho'onani I Kamakua Mau. Isabella is the daughter of Alan and Jennifer Poi Poi no Ho'oia ma Kailua o Ahu. Following the doxology, Senior Gunnar Hatcher will lead Hawaii Pono'i. Gunnar is the son of David and Barbie Hatcher no Ho'oia Manana Kuli Oahu.
Tihani Mitchell will offer Olelo Ho'okipa, Words of Welcome. Tihani is the daughter of Coogan and Regina Mitchell no Ho'oia ma Pu'uanahulu, Hawaii.
E nā lei ohu o ko Hawaii pai aina, nā le hua kau I ka iu, ko Roselani ala o nauna, ka ili mo kūlana ali I aunana mo ki hana hua poina ole. Ano aine ke aloha ia ka koa pauloa. Tonight, we the vibrant Pu'apowahi are proud to present Ola Mau o Kamehameha, celebrating our Kamehameha musical legacy. Our Hawaiian people have endured many trials and tribulations over time, from our Olala Mokuahine being forbidden, our kingdom being overthrown, and our land being constantly colonized. However, our law hui continues to endure and remain steadfast and in the face of adversity. And after 2 years of no in-person song contest due to the ongoing pandemic, we are together, ma kau kau, to echo the song of our home ho'ona o'au. For the past 102 years, the voices of the men and women of Kamehameha Schools have filled the hills of Kapalama, with each student enriching the musical legacy of our beloved choral traditions. Tonight's musical selection will feature classic choral arrangements rooted in our school's choral heritage. Each medley represents the efforts of some amazing choral teachers over the last century who were influential in the music making at our beloved school. We proudly honor the hard work and dedication of these instrumental kumu, who not only instilled the joy of music making in many generations of Kamehameha students, but also left a great legacy of aloha in which we all continue here tonight. O Kamehameha no kahipūnana no kamalama ana i nā leo nā pua pawahi. He mea ma'amau no keia no kāko, oia nā leo i kaiko o nā kānea me ke kani nahe o nā leo wahine. Ke kā hiko nani mauai o Hawaiian nei, ka momi o ka pā ki pika. No laila, e nā pua hano a ke ali i pauahi, e himeni pū kākou me ka lokahi, e kui ai i le ho'ohie no nei kula aloha a kākou. E ola mau o Kamehameha.
Senior Joshua Ching will introduce tonight's judges. He is the son of Ricky and Sherry Ching. Noho oia ma waikele o ahu.
The haumana that stand before you today have grown up with a backdrop of transformation. From a global pandemic that frayed the seams of our connection to social, political, and environmental challenges for our lahui, our generation is charting a course to rebuild what we've lost. But it's only through the guidance of our kumu, of those that came before, that we are able to reimagine our traditions, like song contest, and reinvigorate our legacies. So it's fitting that tonight we are joined by an esteemed and decorated panel of judges, all of whom have served as Kamehameha Kumu, a role that deserves more thanks than anyone could give. And all of us haumana know that for a fact. Without further ado, here are the visionaries of today that have cultivated those of tomorrow. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Kamehameha Community Strategist and President of the Association of Hawaiian Civic Clubs, Hailama Farden will serve as our first language judge this evening. Kumu Hailama has dedicated the past 30 years of service to Kamehameha as a Kumu Olelo Hawaii and high school vice principal. He is also a kahu at the Waianae Protestant Church. A lifelong Kumu Olelo Hawaii and currently the Director of Cultural Development at the Kamehameha Schools Ho'okahua Cultural Vibrancy Division, Kumu Leonard Ki'alaquan Jr. will serve as our second language judge. Kumu Kwan is a former languages department head where he served Kamehameha for nearly 2 decades, while also coordinating the Ho'oma Ka'ikai Exploration Summer Program. Timothy Kiali'iho has contributed significantly to our choral program at Kamehameha Kapalama, where he served as the director of choirs from 1997 to 2005. Currently, Mr. Ho is the chair of the music department and director of choirs at the Horace Mann School in New York City. Tonight, Mr. Ho will serve as our first choral judge. Dedicating her life to the field of choral music education, Ms. Nolanahulu conducts various groups and organizations throughout the Pai'aina, including the Hawaii Opera Theater Chorus and the Kawaiahao Church Choir. She is also the founder and artistic director of the choral group Kaleo o Nā Vai o Kapu Kanileo, a member of the American Choral Directors Association for Hawaii chapter, and a lecturer at the University of Hawaii at Manoa Music Department. Tonight, Ms. Nahulu will serve as our second choral judge. Renowned choral arranger, composer, producer, musical scholar, and kumu, Dr. Randy Kamualafong will serve as our overall judge this evening. An alumnus from the class of '78, Dr. Fong is a former department head of the Performing Arts, where he oversaw music, dance, and glee club for nearly 20 years at Kamehameha. He is currently the director of the Ho'okahua Cultural Vibrancy Group at Kamehameha and director of the Aha Moana Nui Akea Pacific Consortium. In Kanaka Apo, our song contest judges this evening. As we carry on their legacy and honor the traditions of our past, let's heed the teachings of our kumu to guide us and our voices to a brighter future. Let the competition begin.
We will be kicking off the song contest competition with the young women of Kamehameha singing first when we return. Welcome back to the 102nd Annual Kamehameha Schools Song Contest. We'll begin tonight with the women's competition.
Presenting Nā Wahine o Kamehameha is Senior Weston Chun. He is the son of Tyson and Kimberly Chun, no ho'oia ma wahio wā o ahu.
Where would our cherished choral tradition be without the sweet voices of our beautiful wahine? As we again open our hearts to the mele of our storied past, we must also make sure to recognize the legacy of our choral teachers, composers, and arrangers, many of whom were strong-willed and talented women. The soprano and alto voices that have rung through the halls of our kula all culminate in a beautiful harmony that has resonated for generations here at Kamehameha. Much like the stringing of a lei, year after year, flower upon flower, we continue to add to the fragrant garland that is our heritage of choral music. From the sophomore women, taking us to the misty heights of Oahu's highest summit in Uluwehi o Ka'ala, to the junior women, speaking of the desire that true love brings in Ku'u'i'ini. And finally, the senior women, singing of a lover's sweet embrace in Ku'ule Awapuhi. E olu olu, may I have the order? E himeni mua ana, nā wahine o ka papa, mele mele. E himeni ae, nā wahine o ka papa, ula ula. E himeni hope nā wahine o ka papa o ma'o. E o nā leo kani ana wahine ui o Kamehameha.
The daughter of James and Sarah De Silva, no ho'oia ma Waimanalo o Ahu.
Miss Laura E. Brown is remembered as one of Hawaii's greatest arrangers of choral music during her time. A kumu at Kamehameha from 1926 to 1947, she taught the preparatory grades, music classes at both the boys' and girls' schools, and also directed the glee clubs. Miss Brown appreciated song as a form of emotional liberation, feeling that the purpose of Song Contest was to give students pleasure in singing as a means of expression. Tonight, the women of the junior class will honor the legacy and vision of Miss Brown by singing her arrangement of the mele Ku'u'i'ini, written by Charles E. King. The lyrics compare one's lasting desire for their love to a flower that never fades. As the junior women, under the direction of Faith Kawai, sing this emotive arrangement, we hope that all who listen will feel the adoration, longing, and passion that this mele so beautifully expresses. Na vai e ole ka'i'ini I ka pua nani mai ole.
She's the daughter of Ka'ala and Kelehua Kauai, Noho'oia Makane Ohe o Ahu.
Singing these Hawaiian language songs, it's really an experience like no other, coming together and being able to sing it as a class really helps us to feel very immersed in our culture.
O nā puali I laimen I ke mele o ku'ulei awapuhi. He mele kaulana loa ke ia puni o Hawai'i pai aina e ho'i ke aku ai I ke aloha palena ole o ne ipo me he awapuhi la. O Walter Tullis kai ho'o noho noho I ne mele a he kumu mele oia ma Kamehameha. Mai ka makahiki umikumaiwa kanalima a I ka makahiki umikumaiwa kanalima kumaha. He kane kālena loa o kumu Tullis no ka mea he alaka'i oia, he kanaka ho'okani piano oia, he haku mele oia a puni ho'i oia I nā mele hana keaka. E nā nea mai komo pepe au I nā leo nahe o nā wahine I ka poli o ke aloha. E ku aloha e au he ala oi. Au huli aku mau ia oi.
Mahalo Lyman will lead the senior women in her first year as song director. She is the daughter of Shane Lyman and Paul Maikai Lyman. Noho oia ma Honolulu o ahu.
Given everything we've been through, I think it's only fitting that our class has a calling response that says, "Oh he ala oi, where are you?" And with everything finally coming together again, we're able to say, "Eia no au, here we are."
Ka
You know, Mahalo, what a beautiful arrangement. And as you as a Kamehameha woman, they were singing pretty high.
And with such confidence. And remember, they haven't been together for 2 years. So to have such clarity in their song.
You can smell the fragrance of that white ginger up in Nu'uanu Valley that is caressed by the misty rain. So beautiful.
Ko'iahi Punua will introduce the sophomore women. She is the daughter of Anuenue Punua and Daniel Anthony, no ho'oia ma Kaneohe Oahu.
Uluwehi kalunau ka'ala, ka hiko ia mailai ka ohu. Haku ia e kanihoma wole, a ho'onohonoho ia e Dorothy Kahananui Gillette, eia ke mele o uluwehi o ka'ala. He mele ke ia e pū hanoi kanani o ka'ala, ai ho ike I ke aloha pau ole no ka ipo hone hone o ke au moe. He kumu kawi kahano o kumu Dorothy no kona ike no nā mele. Nāna no I haku I mau ho'onohonoho ke au akau I no nā hui himeni like ole. Wa o oia ma Kamehameha me he kumu hui himeni mai ka makahiki umikumaiwa kana hākumakolu ai ka makahiki umikumaiwa kana 5 kumahiku. He wahine ho'onohonoho ke wa ke akamai o kumu Dorothy, a mamuli o kona akamai, e olai ka kou mo olelo mele ma Kamehameha nei. I ke ia po, e ala ka iana o Sela Franda I nā wahine me ka lei o ma'o I ka ve kiu o ka ala, a I laila ma kou e pili ai. E olu, e ho'onanea, a e māliu mai I ka leo nahe o nā wahine o ka papa umi. Kū kila o ka ala, kuahili kau te hai kalai.
Sela Fonda will direct the sophomore women. She is the daughter of Karen Ka'upu and Roderick Franda, no ho'oia ma Honolulu o Ahu.
Tonight when my class sings, I would love for them to hear the hidden kauna behind my mele, which speaks from the perspective of a kane to his wahine, speaking about her beauty through the metaphor of Mount Ka'ala.
Uluwehi o
back to the 102nd Annual Kamehameha Schools Song Contest.
When I think of the epitome of strength, character, wisdom, and confidence, I think of my dad. You too, Mom. 27 years ago, my dad sat in the same seats you are all sitting in today. And tonight, the men of Kamehameha will honor the same legacy that he did, the musical legacy of our beloved Kamehameha schools. Tonight, we are blessed to have Nakane or Kamehameha here in the Blaisdell for the first time in over 2 years. They will perpetuate the character of our school's namesake, Kamehameha Pai'ea, a man of great strength, character, and wisdom. Our men will embody what it means to be a warrior as their powerful, valiant voices fill the room. In tonight's competition, the men of Kamehameha will fight for the lei of victory and will carry on this tradition with pride. E olu olu, may I have the order? Displaying their vocal talents third is the men of Kapapa, Umi. Singing second is the men of Kapapa, Umi Kumalua. And lastly, singing first is the men of Kapapa, Umi Kumakahi. Eo, ena pane o Kamehameha.
Caleb Correa will now introduce the junior men. He is the son of Tara Kale Correa and Clarence Preston. Noho'oia ma'ewa oahu.
Mekaua kilikili hune, ikamalu ulu olele. Tonight, our junior men will be competing for the first time with our mele, Lahaina Luna, composed by Albert Kaleikimi and arranged by Mr. Harold Turney. This classic mele was the very first school alma mater ever written completely in Olelo, Hawaii. Mr. Turney's arrival to Kamehameha in the early 1950s marked the beginning of what some call Kamehameha's golden age of music. Mr. Turney had a keen ability to develop the male voice in young students, as well as effectively developing the rich and full-bodied blend of tone and harmonies amongst the young voices of his students. Now, under the direction of Kiaheo Launiu Lopez, allow our ever-radiant stars, the junior men, take you through the stunning landscape of Lahaina Luna.
Directing the junior man is Kiaheo Launiu Lopez. He is the son of Te Wairangi, Worthington Lopez, and Pono Lopez. Noho'oia makapalama o ahu.
I chose this song this year because it is one of the alma maters of the Hawaiian schools here in Hawaii. This school is in Lahaina, Maui, and it is an honor to sing their alma mater this year. O kamalu lolele na kolonona nie me kaua kilikili hune o opului o kapala. Ipukukuia amau, io ole I kamakani kauahula. Uahu hele o kapakipika, uahu hele o kapakipika, uahu hele o kapakipika, o kapakipika, o kapakipika. Yanu kawai mauka. Ipukukuia amau, io ole I kamakani kauahula. Uianu kawai mawai nene ia moe. Au namanu, o oloni reo pele.
The poetry of this song is so beautiful, referring to Lahaina Luna School as Ihukukui A'a Mau Pio Ole Ikamakani Kauaula. This light burning that is inextinguishable, I should say, in the Kauaula wind, the alma mater for the students for generations from Lahaina Luna School on Maui.
This is getting a really warm reception by the audience. You can feel the rumbling here. I loved how the tones of the song just move back and forth.
It's very Kane. It was a very man song. Beautifully done.
Kealola Kabilau will introduce the senior men. He is the son of Shannon and Jerzelle Kabilau, no Ho'oia Kapolei Oahu.
E nā wahine u'i o Kamehameha. Pēhea ho'i au I tau I te mai la. E lilo paha au, I ulu anau. Well, then you shall come to know this thing called love, as we, the senior men, take your breath away in our rendition of Pēhea ho'i au. This mele was composed and arranged by renowned musician Charles E. King, a graduate of the first Kamehameha Schools for Boys class in 1891. Known as the Dean of Hawaiian Music, Mr. King's prolific compositions became the gold standard for Kamehameha choral singing, and in particular, song contest. For over a century, students have had the privilege of singing and hearing many of Mr. King's mele in this very arena. And tonight is no exception. Under the direction of Kiva Hermasuro, we honor Mr. King by bringing to life his elegant words of a man beckoning to his beloved. Ma'ana I mai oe pumihana ta'ua. Come here and be in our warm embrace.
Kiva Hermasuro will direct the senior men for the first time. He is the son of Hanalei and Carrie Hermasuro no Ho'oia Mahalelea Hanalei Kauai.
Because we are honoring the legacy of Kamehameha Schools, I chose Pehea Ho'iau to showcase the strength of the men's voices and to also bring that nostalgic feeling.
Ea
Tau ite maila, how do I look to you? That is a song of game, of swag, of personality. That was so well done. And Mahalo, you know, when you go from a minor mode into a major mode and then go back and forth from minor to major, it's difficult to do, especially when there are no instruments.
Yeah.
This is a cappella singing.
And Kiva'a chose that song specifically for his men because of their tone and their maturity.
Yeah, as they say in Hanalei, that was perfect.
Maddox Tsuchiya will introduce the sophomore man. He is the son of Lance and Malia Tsuchiya, no ho'oia mama noa oahu.
A'ohe hananui kealu'ia. No task is too big when done together. Listen as our sophomore men unite their powerful and robust voices to transport you to the bubbling and sparkling springs of Maui. Our song Hawaii Ma'una, composed by Queen Lili'uokalani, recalls a playful visit to the spring of Lohia for a refreshing drink of water. This piece was arranged by beloved Kumu, whose musical teaching career at Kamehameha spanned 32 years, Mr. Dale Noble. Papa Noble was best known for his emphasis on blend, balance, and intonation. As a Kumu with so much knowledge and experience in choral music, it was his kindness, patience, and aloha for his students that endeared him to so many. Under the direction of Logan Ledesma, Nakane o Kapapa o Ma'o invite you to enjoy the refreshing Hawaii Ma'apuna.
Logan Ledesma will direct the sophomore men. He's the son of Stuart and Erica Ledesma, no ho'oia makeia makupuni nei o ahu.
The name of the song is Kawai Mapuna, otherwise known as Kokohi. I chose this song because it really spoke to how water is life.
Mikano